What side of TikTok are you on right now? Ghost stories.
Mommies.
Off the grid.
What is happening? Man, I was very excited to do this podcast. That answer just went so many different directions. No, not get into that. Well, let's get into it.
Are you good?
What do you mean, am I good? I'm the best.
Oh, okay, Slay. Mommies? Like MILFs?
Mommy talk. Not like TALK, like mommy TOK. Mommy talk.
Mommy talk.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because you're into the baby videos right now? Say you're on babies. Baby talk.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's baby, but it's like how to raise your babies. It's like techniques.
Oh.
It's like, oh, I did this with my kids. I really like learning about parenting techniques and how kids will react. Like there was a video I saw recently it was comparing this dad. He was on his phone and then seeing how the kid reacts to the dad being on the phone versus the dad giving the kid attention. And it was like, you could see the body language and everything just totally shift.
Okay. I thought you meant you were on the side of TikTok where they take like a slice of cheese and they throw it on the baby's face and they like try to see how they react.
Oh, like
Have you seen those videos?
like doing random stuff.
No,
to
like
the baby.
like
Yeah,
it's
I know.
specifically throwing a slice of
cheese.
And
just
like
to see
for
how the
some
baby
reason
reacts.
or like they'll make the baby hold an egg.
Yeah, just to see what they do. And
Yeah.
they're supposed to be like really delicate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. It's like experimental stuff, but yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
What
that's cute.
side of TikTok are you on?
I'm on Ghost Stories TikTok. There's a stitch where it's like, tell me about a ghost story that nobody would ever believe that almost sounds untrue, but it's actually true and it actually happened. And I have probably consumed like at least 100 of these videos. And I'm not somebody who's encountered ghosts, alhamdulillah.
Nice.
And I'm really happy that that's my situation right now. And I really hope that that continues to be the case. However, I love hearing about other people's encounters with them. And I feel like TikTok's the only place where it's like a calm enough medium where like people will actually go on the app and just like be like, okay, I would never post this anywhere else. I would never post like a YouTube video. But I saw this trend and I have to tell you about this. Hey, my mom sent me this and I had to talk about this thing that happened when I was a kid. People are having the wildest experience.
Can I say something about this side of TikTok? To me, this is the same side as like the astrology TikTok, which is like, I could not think of a worse way to waste my time.
I get it, except I think the thing about astrology
Like,
is
what does
that
it
it's
do
so
to you?
up in the air, whereas ghost stories are like actual experiences where
Experiences?
Yeah. Because my thing is like, if it was something that was hearsay or,
No, but like, what are you going to do with it?
I mean, okay, do you remember like, like campfires? You sit around and you like share ghost stories, or there's
Okay,
like,
so for the thrill.
yeah, because I personally want to live a boring life in that regard, specifically that regard. I don't want the thrill in my personal life. It's like murder. Like, like the top 3 podcasts on Apple right now that are most subscribed to are like murder related
but
podcasts.
that's fun because it's like this thing actually happened.
These are actual experiences that people experienced. And so the thing is like some of these people have like recordings from like rings and whatever, and they're common people. I'd understand if it was like, people have like teams and this and that, whatever. These are common people, maybe have never uploaded a video before, or like if they have, it was
it's
like
like
up
the
their
people
cat.
that are like, oh, alien encounter, like here's a blurry picture of a UFO and let me like spend an hour telling you about it.
Yeah, except we do believe in ghosts and demons and stuff.
Yeah.
As like Muslims. And then like I'm sure that people do experience them. And for me personally, if there's a ghost, like, or if there's some sort of paranormal activity that's taking place in my house, it was my cat every time. Like if I heard something fall,
Oh, like it wasn't actually like a jinn, it was my
my cat. And my cat could be sitting next to me. I'm like, my cat's so silly.
But okay, so is it like across the board a bunch of diverse people talking about ghost stories, or is it like specifically like, because isn't it, some people are like, okay, the jinn stories that like Muslims tell, like some people are like, I don't want to hear that, but I'll go watch as many horror films. It doesn't matter. But like those stories, they're a little too real.
Yeah, I think these ones are like palatable. Some of them are a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
But I will say that it comes from a diverse group of people. It'll be people that are like, oh yeah, like I'm from Haiti and like culturally this was taking place and like this was a result of like, this was a paranormal result of it. Or like I'm from my like grandma's from the Caribbean and like this is a thing there. Or people who are just like, hey, we built a brand new house from scratch.
Yeah.
So there's no reason there should be ghosts and spirits in it. But years later came to find out that it was built on indigenous land. And like,
Yeah, just go to Pakistan or India. They're straight up just doing black magic in the streets. There's people that try to do it when they go to like
religious people.
When they go to like pilgrimage, when they go to Makkah, like they'll try to do it there. They get arrested.
That's crazy. You know, somebody tried to do that on me.
Somebody tried to do black magic on you?
Low key. Because so there was this like person in my family who like they wanted to have like a religious person do like a cleansing prayer over, and they had kind of like gone
on
to
you?
like on one of a family members.
Okay.
And
like an exorcist?
No, more so like the equivalent to like sage for Americans. But it was like you read a couple duas and like you just try to like rid them of any negative or anything that
By the way, as we're telling these demon stories, Amber's cat is going wild in the background.
she is. Yeah, she's been doing this.
And she's not meowing, she's screaming.
Yeah.
She's screaming. It's like, meow, wow, stop, Amber.
And it's like 9 in a row.
Amber got the devil in her. Okay, so this
go to
guy's
this
trying to do a
person.
cleansing.
Like you read some duas and you know
Okay.
like they believe that jinns can attach to somebody. So you would go and you would ask somebody to like pray over them to like
Okay.
what's it called?
Release.
Yes, but there's a brown word for it too. Whatever. You like say something and you blow it on them.
Okay.
Pook marna, but it's like
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
okay. In that moment, I had an uncle go up to that religious person and say, hey, I have one more request for you. And the guy was like, okay, like what kind of request? And then he was like, oh, start writing, I'll tell you. He's like, tell me first. I'm not going to start writing until you tell me. So he goes, okay. And he goes and he whispers in his ear. He was like, I want Amber to get married to like this guy specifically. Right? And the guy goes, I'm not doing that. Like, these are our children. Like, we cannot be like we have to let God do his thing. And
Does he think this is Hogwarts? Like, please write a spell for Amber getting married to this gentleman.
craziest thing, I did.
You got married to the guy.
I got
that
married
you
to the
were
guy that spelled for.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I put a spell on you.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
worked.
Low key. I mean,
High key.
When was
It
that?
went through.
I was 19.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's not what you meant.
That's the whitest thing you could do.
That wasn't what you meant to
Nice.
say.
No, I mean, like, you know, hey, you got to try everything once.
Oh, yeah, that part.
Wow.
It didn't. The marriage wasn't consummated. You can talk. We could go to my TikTok and find the whole story time, but
Whoa.
it's not worth going into the.
Were you like on vacation and you this?
Yeah.
Nice.
The spell worked.
It did, low key. And the thing was, there was a lot of people around who were trying to make that happen, and I
Put that magnet in her.
I believe that that's part of what took place.
Is it
But
like
you know,
when it wears off? Like, do
they
you
didn't
just?
specify for how long.
But like when it wears off, do you just like blink and you're like, whoa? Like, did you black out? What happened?
I think it was like a radius thing. Like I had to get out of that land. As soon as I was out, I was like, whoa, oops, my bad.
Not at the marriage, just going, whoops.
Oopsie.
But what was like the wedding like?
There was no wedding. I didn't have a wedding.
Oh.
It was just like a marriage license situation.
Oh.
And for the brown people listening, it was just a nikah
Oh, okay. No, I know that.
and like a official paper situation. Anyways, I'm on Ghost TikTok.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're just going to give a moment to digest. Riley, what'd you say?
Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, I said like off the grid because I'm just not on. It's a really boring answer. I'm just not on there right
You're
now.
not on TikTok?
Yeah.
You don't trust the Chinese? The Chinese?
No. Listen, I actually trust the Chinese more. That's the problem.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, exactly.
I thought you meant by off the grid you were on like Forge or TikTok.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Like that. Oh, I wonder what those are actually like.
They're really cool.
Yeah, the thing with TikTok is their algorithm is like too good. It really is too good, and that's why I'm not afraid of it though. But I'm just like off all of them right now, and I don't know. Life's going okay.
I don't open my friends' messages anymore because it goes certain ones. If it's like one or two and it's like a decent friend, I'm like, I'll watch these.
Yeah.
But if it's like I haven't been on TikTok for like 2 weeks and then I see like 23 messages, sorry.
What did I tell you? There's a 2 maximum until you get a response. Run it back 10, 15 episodes.
I'm actually sorry to say this if you're listening, but I'm muting a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Like friends.
Yeah.
Like that I
get it.
know because I'm just like, yo,
You're
how
doing
are you
too much.
sending me your entire feed?
Did you
Like-
ever do that to me?
It's so inconsiderate.
Just be honest. Did you do it to me? I don't feel like I blew up your DMs, but would you do that to me? Because you do that to me like in person.
He's
I
doing
do
it
not
right
do
now.
that to you in person.
I mean, kind of.
You mute him
No,
in
I
person.
didn't.
That's what he's saying.
No.
You never did it to me.
To be honest, I feel like
didn't.
he low-key loves even when you're being wild.
I know he does. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, just like limit the sends. But like what I was gonna say is my algorithm is so good. I don't need you to like help it. But there's certain friends that I'm like, oh, I like your taste, I like your opinion, or I like, whatever you might be sending me. I'll watch it. It'll be good. Or like certain people attach a joke with it.
Okay,
comment,
listen.
and it's
It's not
good.
going to hurt my feelings. But do you watch mine?
I watch yours.
Thank you.
You don't send a lot.
I don't.
You send it once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a chemistry. Mm-hmm. It's
Has
like
to
it's
be.
very much like this is what I think. It's not like you just open up Instagram or TikTok and it's just like, all right, this seems like it would be good. This seems like it would be good. And some people it's just like, yo, chill.
There's no reason for you to send 7 in one sitting. That's insane to me.
If
now
I was
it
on
doesn't
every
feel
day-
that personal.
If I was on every day, then it's like okay. But I already follow so many accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I follow thousands of accounts. It's like I probably saw what you sent already. Mm-hmm. And if never mind.
I feel that. I feel it. Be considerate.
Do you have friends that like don't respond to your actual messages? Like how are you, man? But like they'll just send you like reels still.
Oh, that's me sometimes, low key.
Like
It depends.
yeah, like I think that's wild.
You think
It
it's
depends.
bad?
No, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's funny. Like I have a specific friend that he just sends me like tons of funny reels that we both like. But then I'll be like, hey man, like how's life? Like are you like doing well? And then he just like won't answer, and then he'll just send like 7 more reels.
But that is love. Too.
No, I know, because like we'll do a
Sometimes there's
call,
nothing to talk about,
but then he's speaking to the reel.
and it's just like we don't have to catch up.
Oh yeah.
It depends on the intention, the productivity. We sound like assholes, but it's like it's become overwhelming a bit. This digital existence that we have.
I start twitching my eye a little bit when people call me out for posting a story but not replying to their text.
Oh no, yeah, that's
I'm like, don't clock my time.
no, that I totally get. But what I'm saying is like taking the time to send someone reels, but not just answering the question.
Can I give the like thought process behind it?
Sure.
They saw your text, they're gonna reply to you, whatever. But then they're just scrolling, and it really did remind you of them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna send it, or are they not gonna send it and wait to reply to your text message and then go back and send it? They're on the app already.
Sometimes it's also just designated time where it's like I'm receiving text, I see it, but certain text it requires like thinking or requires a certain space to be in. Like I want to give a thoughtful enough response or whatever. I actually had this happen recently where I was just like, somebody texted me and then I posted a story and I was like working like nonstop and I caught a break and then to relax, I just went on like social or whatever and I was just like enjoying content or whatever. And at night, I was gonna go and like actually reply to texts and stuff. I post a story and then I get a response that's just like, just block me or something like that. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, I get the quirkiness of it, but at the same time, it just feels like I feel
So immature.
my time feels policed, or like my actions are being
Have
watched.
some trust. Have some like.
No, it's
Be
weird.
confident in yourself. Stand up.
It's weird to have.
Yeah. Why are you watching me like that?
Don't do that.
You sound like the baby reindeer Martha lady.
Yeah,
Just
like
with binoculars, like watching my every move.
ew.
Like if I saw your message and I feel like eating a bowl of cereal, don't ask me what cereal I'm eating.
Yeah.
You just disrupted my process.
If I feel like telling you, I'm gonna tell you, and it's gonna be worth telling you. But don't be asking me.
Maybe I hopped in the shower to think about what I was going to respond because that's the space where I think of things.
But now you've disrupted that and that shower thinking process because you brought some sass over here.
And now you're in my shower.
For what?
That's the bathroom. That's the one place I can be by myself.
My peace.
And now you're in here
In here?
with my water?
It's like when you're in the shower and somebody's like, hey, hey, I have a question. I'm in here right now. Wait till I get out there.
The water is on.
Literally, the water is on.
I can't hear you. I can barely hear myself singing. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. You're listening to the strangest and greatest podcast in the world, Strange Flavors. My name is Frustrated with Joe clocking ass for us.
Oh, my name is Aggravated with Your Energy, Amber.
We got
Come on, Riley.
Oh, my name is Radman Riley.
at least somebody is relaxed.
Yeah.
What's up?
Should have gone with Raggedy Riley.
What do you think so?
No, I just thought it'd be cute.
Yeah, because the doll with the overalls.
Yeah, literally the overalls. He's wearing the cutest.
Yeah.
Can you please
Yeah,
show him?
okay.
He's wearing the cutest pair of Carhartt overalls. He looks like he works for work.
Ooh,
Yeah.
blue collar ting.
You know?
I'm always looking for a blue collar thing.
He definitely dug a hole today with the shovel. I mean, his hands.
Oh yeah, I can't show my hands because that will kind of out me. But just imagine what they might look like.
Covered in Vaseline.
Actually, the jojoba. Okay, never mind. Anyway, we don't want to talk about that right now.
Sorry we had to skip a
Patreon.
week. We were trying to get in sync. As you guys can see or hear, there's no Shimmer on the pod for now. We'll get an update from him in a minute, but just wanted to say thank you everybody for listening and joining the Patreon where we drop an exclusive new episode every single week. That's 4 bonus episodes on a weekly basis. Should we do the email first? You guys know that you can always email strangeflavorspodcast@gmail.com for any advice, any bullshit, or whatever you want to comment.
Yeah, for us. Let's do the email.
Let's do the email first, then we'll get a Cali check-in from our
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Shining Shimmer over here. Okay, we've got an email that is headlined "Happy Pride." Okay, the email. Oh, it looks like it's for Riley. Riley, do you want to maybe read it?
Do I need to show this or we can
Riley,
just-
let's be calm.
No,
Let
you
me
can just read the
this.
email.
Okay. Is Riley, spelled Ryle, a girl, and is that her on the Black Crowes Amorica cover?
Okay.
Disrespectfully, Nivagan.
Okay, Nivagan has a question. Our producer Riley, is he or she a girl?
Yeah, let's
can we
this
answer that?
cover. No, first, let's see this cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Oh no.
Okay, can we pull up the cover?
Oh my God. Is that-
Oh,
All right. Can we share it? Can we share
Oh.
that?
Are we,
real
are
quick?
we are we allowed to share this?
Let's share it.
yeah.
Okay.
This is
Let me see if this is
aggressive.
a cover.
You sure you go with it? Last chance. All
So
right.
they're asking if this is Riley on the cover of Amorica.
Riley.
What do you think?
Riley does love
this.
being patriotic.
gotta get that off the screen.
Merca.
It looks like we've got some Afro action that would be an Afro of a blue collar worker in the Netherlands.
Oh,
We've got the Netherlands.
That's a
with
tan,
the
though.
That's a tan.
that's a tan or a filter.
It's a farmer's tan.
Yeah, that's
Riley, why is it not like the most surprising that this could in some way, shape, or form be you?
I feel like, yeah, it just makes sense. Like I've been staring at it for a while, and I don't think it's not what you think. You know, I'm just trying to like process it. It's fascinating. I'm surprised that Gatsby Gear listens.
No, it was. You didn't see the name.
Oh,
It's Nivagon,
Oh.
like
Nivagon.
Nivagon catch me.
oh.
Was that it?
That's not it.
Word. Okay, yeah. I'm surprised that they know the Black Crows. They're pretty tight.
So the Black Crows got you for the cover.
I mean, this isn't as good as the P4, but I feel like it was my version. You know what I'm saying?
This is amazing. We had our co-host Amber do the Party Next Door cover. Now we've got our producer doing the Black Crows Amorica cover. Just really showing off what that fro do.
Slay Queen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm down with it.
There it is. There's your answer, Nivagon.
Okay, Faraz, bring it home. What is the full name?
And the subject said Happy Pride. I want to say Riley, I'm proud of you. Whether Riley is a girl or a guy.
Our token gay friend.
Wait a minute.
Nobody said that.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Nobody said that. We were
You know it's Pride Month.
You know how Thanksgiving works, right? Mm-hmm. You say what you're thankful for.
Oh,
Pride Month, you say what you're proud of.
I'm proud of you, Riley.
I'm proud of you, Riley. Also, for doing that cover, for having a girl name.
He doesn't have a girl's name.
It was a boy's name first, and then it was
Oh,
a
was it?
dog, and then it was a dog's name, and then it was a girl's name.
And also, I feel like
Boy, dog, girl in that order.
Yes,
it has
Alright.
to be like said like Riley.
Riley.
I
Like in the
saying
same tone as Texas.
I like the Irish way. Riley.
Riley.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
I'm gonna fuck you up, O'Reilly.
I like the Riley.
Yeah, Riley. If you say it in Baltimoreese, it's like
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Like
Oh.
like North Carolina.
Yeah, like hey Raleigh, you want to go over to the O's game?
Very good.
Yeah, and then it's Riley down
Can
south.
you please tell me who disrespectfully this is from?
Nivagon?
Yeah.
I never gonna stop sending emails.
I had the first part right.
I'm so confused.
Thank you for sending this email.
Gatsby, we really appreciate.
Yeah.
Stop. It's Nivagon.
Oh, Nivagan, really appreciate that.
And Kasho and everybody else.
Oh, Cacho y Pepe.
Oh, that's good.
All right, let's get a check-in from Shimmer, Cali Boy, shining in the
This is actually live.
sun. This is he actually just sent this a few hours ago. Can we play this update from Shimmer?
Hello, strangers. Welcome. This is me in LA. Okay. How you guys been? I miss you guys. I miss my ex co-hosts. I'm gonna try to show my apartment.
Who calls
do a
his
little
ex?
That's
recap
insane.
Of how my trip's been so far.
Goes to LA for 2 minutes.
We'll start off with the apartment tour. So I got an apartment, really nice apartment in Hollywood. I know that's crazy, but yeah. So we walk in here.
Whoa,
at
camera
that.
swivel.
Look at that. This is the kitchen. Guys, I did groceries for so usually I do groceries at home, but it's like, the little stuff, like usually your mom cooks and all that stuff, at least for me,
You went to
and I'll cook
TJ's.
some small stuff, like noodles, chicken, whatever. So I've never really actually been to Trader Joe's.
There we go.
So
But you could have gone to Trader Joe's
yeah, I
here.
went to Trader Joe's for the first
I
time
told you
yesterday.
you went to TJ's.
Gosh, this place is amazing. Trader Joe's is like the place. Like, I think I'm set for like a month's worth of meals. Probably
little
not.
Cali
Maybe,
accent?
like, 2-3
Probably not.
weeks
Shamir
worth of-
has
worth of
quite the
meals
appetite.
For like under $100, which like for Cali, I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, I got pasta for like $1. I got like, these little like fried noodles, whatever, for like $5. Like, dude, that's crazy, and especially for Cali. Another thing I noticed in Cali is immediate change in gas prices. Bro, I paid $80 to fill up my entire tank on regular gas. That's crazy.
That is kind of
Why don't
crazy.
you want
Keep in
electric?
mind, like back at home, I paid $35 to fill up my tank.
Wait, what? What kind of car you got?
$35.
He's got the Kona.
So
Mine
35
costs
to 80
$50.
is kind of crazy. But yeah, continue with the apartment tour.
Okay.
So I'm subleasing this. None of this is like my furniture, but we got a little desk here, fake Dyson right there, got a water cooler.
I had that same
So
chair.
there's like a lot of space here. I still have a bunch of my stuff, so don't judge. There's me, a solid.
So sorry to the audio listeners.
Giant couch here. It's a nice couch. Giant couch here.
He's
It's, like,
describing things really
comfortable.
well.
Giant
He
TV.
went to he's staying at an
Okay.
actor's apartment
Some books,
who's shooting something. I hope
So the
people are
guy I'm
allowed to
renting
say
from,
that.
he's an actor.
Okay.
And yeah, this is the balcony. Really nice balcony. Yeah, look at that.
He sounds like Trump giving a speech. This is a
Nice
balcony.
balcony.
It's really
Super
nice.
messy, by the way,
Balcony's
guys.
big.
I was at an event yesterday and I was like trying to find my clothes for it. So ignore.
This is what they always do.
King size bed.
Ooh,
mean,
kill
that's crazy,
him, living
right?
like a king
Don't worry,
out
this
in
will all be
Cali.
cleaned up, guys. This will all be cleaned up. I got a
Lies.
sink right here. You guys are wondering, like, where does the toilet, Why is the sink outside the toilet? Guess what? I got 2 sinks, bruh. I got 2 sinks.
Why
2
is there an
sinks, one
extra
sink right
sink?
there. There's a toilet. There's a shower. Nice shower curtain. Everything like that.
It's
another
not even a
person.
curtain; it's a glass door.
And there's natural sunlight. Like the light's not even on.
Ooh.
We love our natural sunlight. So, anyways, I moved here 2 days ago.
He is not going to be depressed
And,
here.
Yeah. It's a
Must be
lot,
nice.
There's a lot of people here, a lot of traffic. It's
As soon as you say
so
he's not gonna be
much.
depressed, it's a
And,
lot.
it's going to take some adjusting. So the past 10 days, I was actually in Arizona, which is like super hot, but super calm and chill. Like it was very calm and chill. Like it's way more calm than the DMV too. So, but there's still like stuff happening, especially in like Phoenix and stuff like that. So I was there, with some fam, and coming here now, it's like cool. It's awesome. The independence is like, kicking in. It feels cool, and I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. But past 2 days, like even day one, like I had moves and I wasn't expecting that. So one of my close friends here, he's like inviting me to a lot of stuff. And yesterday,
I feel like we're on
went to
FaceTime right
Yeah.
Twitch streamer's like birthday party. And he's like one of the biggest Twitch streamers. Personally, I don't watch him and I don't know him like that, but he goes by the name of Shroud. So he's like one of the
Not
biggest.
him going to somebody's birthday
gaming
party being like, I don't
streamers,
really watch
whatever,
him.
there. But I knew that going to this place, I'll probably see other famous like streamers, content creators, whatnot. So
Did
there's
you?
a few up there that like you guys probably won't know, but you guys might know this one YouTuber who was also a streamer who was there. And I saw him from a distance, Ryan Higa. Like that was crazy. No. I saw Ryan Higa from a distance, and I'm like, he had a whole posse. So I like if I went up to him, I'd be fanboying. So yeah, I saw him from a distance. That was crazy. Now, here's one thing you got to realize about LA: you can't fanboy. You got to be normal. And you guys might not know this about me. Maybe you guys do. I'm a
Loves
huge
to be a
like
fanboy.
fanboy type person. And slowly, like I'm becoming normal. Slowly,
No.
the more I get exposed to more, notable people. But I'm not afraid to show my fanboy, but you just can't do that here because then they get like off put, and then
Should we pause
It
and
just
give
creates a
commentary? I
weird
think
vibe
it's
and
a
stuff
long
like
ass
that. So,
video.
How much longer
I
is
saw a
it?
lot of these creators and like
Oh, we're almost
usually
done.
I'd be like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, yo, dope stuff and whatnot. But like, I kind of was like, all right, let me get like comfortable. And then like once I get comfortable in this like sort of scene and whatnot, then I'm gonna start like approaching these people. Because like I was fine approaching like other, random people or whatnot, but people that I'm like, fans of, that's like where I'm like, okay, I need to sort of
His way of
step
dealing with
away.
it is
Sorry,
just
I know
not
this is long, and
approaching.
you guys asked for like a recap video. I don't know if this is like too long. It's 6 minutes.
It's long.
Too late.
You guys
You
have to
yapping,
like
bro.
get to your podcast. So I hope this is good. This is my little recap. I appreciate you guys for listening, and yeah, this is like a solo podcast. I hope this is good. All right. Take care. Get to your podcast. Continue. Hopefully, you guys have great conversations. Please don't roast me too
Thanks.
much. I'm excited to see the episode. All right. It's been another week, another flavor.
No,
Why is he
no,
ending
whoa,
it?
whoa, whoa.
no, we're not there yet. No, we're
Get the
not there.
music. Get the music.
Man's just started and ended the podcast.
What the? In the middle?
He's like the most important part is done. I've
Yeah.
said my piece. Everyone can go home
Bye.
now.
Like, hello, we still have another 30 minutes left.
That was a statement. That was one hell of a statement. Nice job.
No, nice job, Shimmer. That was a good recap.
That was.
That actually contextualized a lot, and it sounds like he's having a great time.
He looked a little tired in the eyes, though.
He was probably like, "Oh, I have to." This is like, you know how your parents ask you while you're on vacation, "How's everything going?" And then you're like, "Let me just give like the
Did
the
you ask
safe
for this?
recap." Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, send a little update to the podcast if you want to.
'Cause I
I
thought
told
he
him
was
I told him to
sending it
send a
in.
video or email, so I appreciate that he sent a video.
I do too. Also, I know he took it off this cool little camera that he has right now, and it like flips.
Yeah.
The
I don't know what it's called, but-
Osmo
Yeah, the
Pocket
DJI.
or whatever.
Very cool.
Yeah. So he said he fanboys a lot, and I know you guys have like been around like some people who are famous. I would classify them as famous. Does he do it like around in those
He
situations?
did it to me.
Really?
But he's calm. He's calm.
No, it was funny because like that's kind of how we met the first time. His community like friends, they were roommates with my sister, and they were talking about Shamir, and my sister was like, "Oh, my brother does a lot of that kind of stuff," and they were like, "Oh, we might know him," and then Shamir ended up knowing me, and then when he first met, it was over there at the college, and then he was like, "Yo, big fan."
Yeah.
But it was very like, honestly, it was genuinely like just so sweet. It makes you feel special, and especially when you're not used to like what he's saying in LA and stuff. That makes sense. Everyone probably does that. But
Also, this was a different era too. This was like almost a decade ago, where like it was kind of like
oh my God,
I know. It was more.
it
like,
was not a decade ago.
Shoo.
It was. It was
2016, 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. If you round up. And so like that was kind of like a sweeter thing back then. Like fanboying was like a kind
Yeah.
of like a respect thing, like at Playlist Live. But like now I feel like you kind of have to play it cool because a lot of people can be famous. Somebody can be TikTok famous, YouTube famous, like Twitch
It depends
famous.
on the person too. Mm-hmm. Like I think because it's so kind of easy, and in LA people are like so kind of pretentious already. It's like, don't need that energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I appreciate it every single time.
I think when you move to a place where a lot of people are pretending or they're transplants, I think the best thing you can do is be yourself. That's who he is. I hope he still does it.
You're saying transplants because it's California?
You know, yeah, it's LA.
No, because you're not in the place that you started
Yeah.
off in, brother.
Yeah, you're digging right now.
I didn't know there was transplants.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, like
You
I
moved
think
to
he
another
should
straight-
keep.
Whoa.
I get what he means. Like you don't want to like I understand what he's saying because he's out there to be like to work, right? So I get that, but also keep a little like that's kind of what I like about him is that he's just like nerds out over stuff, and like it's genuine. It's not like because you can tell when it's not. When it's not, it's annoying.
Also, he has a personality where he could fanboy because
Yeah.
he's really calm with it. He's like, he'll be like, hey, big fan, but he'll do it like, hey, big fan. You know, he's not like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, I'm a big fan.
Right.
It's calm.
Everyone also has their own rules too. Like you'll hear celebrities talking about it where they're like, "Oh, I'll always take a picture," or like, "When I'm in this setting, I don't like to be asked." So I think you just kind of have to gauge the situation also and then do it.
Yeah.
Like
it sounds like he's
how it seems
staging.
respectful. But that's cool. He ran into Ryan Higa, aka Niga Higa.
Very cool.
If you guys remember How to Be Gangster and all of those.
Nice
How to Be
guys.
Ninja.
Finish last. No?
Was that?
That's why I treat you like trash.
I don't know that one.
It's you only date bad guys, and I'll give him.
I thought that was a
my
different.
last
Was that
try.
not a different group? Maybe you're right.
I think I'm right.
Anyways, that's cool. I had this opportunity this past week where I could have extremely fanboyed. I had an opportunity to do join a documentary film crew for a piece that they were doing about Diljit Dosanjh and his tour, the Dilluminati tour that's been going on in the U.S. And I have to say that Diljit, like, out of all the people that I've seen perform live, this was actually the best performer I've personally seen live. And that's saying a lot because I don't know if you've been to Desi concerts with your parents, like your whole family, but they're like, back in the day at least, it was like pretty ghetto. Like you would go, it would be like a quarter filled show.
Yes.
It was really unprofessional. You know, it was people from Pakistan or India coming here kind of for the first time, just trying to.
It's like a talent show vibe.
It's a variety show. And it's just kind of like, you know, you're just there with the vibes and you're just seeing the person. So it's just like, oh yeah, like we know all these songs. No, it was like really well done. First of all, it was a sold out packed arena. Nobody sat down for any of it. And I've been to, you know, like Drake and all of these other people where people sit down and they're just kind of like going in and out and they sing along to some songs. It's hype, but this was really kind of showing, like, the slogan of the whole thing was like, Punjabi aa gaye hoye. Like, the Punjabis have landed. They're here. I have the actual shirt of it also.
Punjabis have that energy to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like that feeling of, yes, like he's a Sikh Punjabi, but Punjab goes, you know, cross borders. And it's more so just kind of like a feeling. Like, yes, his content, when the songs come on, it's about like being a Jat, or it's about, you know, different things that are more specific to him. But the attitude of Punjabis, the hypeness, the language, obviously, it goes universally. And when you feel that music, we, you know, interviewed plenty of people that were just kind of like, yo, I'm Punjabi in spirit. And that was really kind of cool to see.
Was there like, sometimes I notice that like there's not like a total production value. Like it'll be like, oh, they'll have like a dancer come in. Maybe they're not matching. We're not this and that, whatever. How did the actual production of the show feel?
Yeah, so it was, I mean, the show itself, there was no stopping. It was from song to song. The mixes were well done for live performance, even his slower songs, they were remixed. And then everything had proper choreography, which was so hype. You know, they had
Nice. Shout
Bhangra
out
teams.
Divya.
Yeah. Shout out to Divya, who is one of the choreographers, our good friend who's been on the pod before. Like the choreography, they were like proper Bhangra teams from across the country. There was dance teams and the pyrotechnics, the lighting, the sound, like it was all like beyond professional, that you just felt the energy throughout the whole concert. And it just like, it makes you proud that like, oh, this is possible. Like it was inspiring and you're just like looking at it. And I was running around like, you know, shooting and stuff like that the whole time with them. But I got to see it from multiple angles. I got to hear like the crowd and see everybody. And it was diverse people. There was like a white guy there with an entire Punjabi outfit. And we were just like talking to them. He was like, how did you get into this? He's like, oh, I saw this. I saw Diljit at Coachella. It interested me. I joined the Bhangra team at my school.
No way.
And yeah, like all of this will be part of the doc. But it was just really kind of like special to see that like this music translates also. It's not about, you know, the language or where you're from or whatever else. And it's just interesting to see guys with turbans running the show. Like their whole crew and everybody. That's not something that you would have imagined when we were kind of like growing up.
Yeah.
But just to see this just taking over, you know, this entire like the Washington, D.C., you just saw like South Asians everywhere, lots of people with turbans everywhere. It was really cool to see.
Taking over.
Yeah.
What do you think Shamir would have had to say about it based on his previous comments 1 or 2 weeks ago
What was it coming?
about Canada?
I'm not recalling.
Yeah, what about
Oh, he was
that?
saying there's too many like brown people in Canada.
Too many brown people in
Could have
Canada.
been stressed.
Yeah, he would have been stressed there for
Yeah.
sure. No, but it was like
It's a small. It's palatable because it's small. It's like a
Right.
concert, then you leave, and then you get dispersed again. It's not like you leave and then you're still in it.
What I take away from it is like, y'all just had more kids. Nice job.
And they're still popping them out.
Yeah, and that's really the key.
It's also a little bit easier to get into over there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
So Canada's a little bit easier to get into.
Oh,
No, I was talking about the kids.
Which kids?
I was just saying,
the population.
yeah, people
of brown people.
probably
Yeah, I was
having
saying
more
it's
kids.
easier for them to go over there too.
Oh, to Canada?
Let me
I
chill.
thought, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
it is. Yeah, a
I
little
don't
bit.
know.
But yeah, no, Diljit, like, shout out to Diljit, shout out to Divya, Meghna, Vivian, the whole crew, all of the people that worked on the show. Like, it was really a special thing to see, and to see other people,
Yeah.
you know, crying and reflecting off of it. It was awesome.
That was so
to see that.
exciting. I'm excited to see this documentary, and I love the vibes coming from it.
You went to a concert too?
Well, I was thinking, you know how you're like, you got to just like really be around like all these like Punjabi people, and like you get to really feel the energy, and it's like you felt like it's like your people,
Here we go.
you know. And it's like that same night, I actually was asked to work on the set of Diljit, but I had bigger, like more aligned priorities. I needed to energetically be somewhere else.
Understood.
And you had to be with the Punjabis. I had to be with the hot girls. My leader was in town. And she brought the crowd of hotties. Like, you know, same way, same, everything that Faraz said about how he felt about the whole Diljit thing, same thing. I was around a bunch of hot girls doing hot shit, spending his income on their outfit, you know?
Dagestan.
You know?
What is that like?
It was, listen, motherfuckers want to go to a Drake concert, okay? I've been to a lot of concerts, and the highest majority of men that I've seen at a concert was Drake's concert. You want to be at a Meg concert.
Oh yeah.
Because it was hot girl central. You had the baddest bitches doing the baddest shit. Their knees were working.
The whole stadium was twerking?
It was shaking. The whole
Wow.
building was.
They had to put it in Jello.
You know, and to top it off, guess who opened up for Meg?
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Okay.
Nice.
Stopping at the stoplights, twerking on the headlights, all that was in the streets. You go outside, hot girls. Inside, hot girls. On the stage, hot girls. At the stand, hot girls.
How do you approach them?
You don't.
You just let it exist.
Yeah.
You don't say like,
Yeah.
hey, like
The hot girls don't want to be
They're just-
approached. This is sacred to the hot girls.
Yeah. I mean, there were some badly built bodies, but at the same time, like I was
Some?
one of them. Yeah. Some.
Oh, you're categorizing yourself as a badly built body.
I mean, in comparison, I was probably more on the average side, but there was some, I don't want to be too mean, but
Be
there-
mean.
like, you know, maybe dress for your, and this is not saying like don't wear revealing clothes. You can still wear revealing clothes, but dressing for your body type so it actually flatters you.
Can we pull up Lizzo NBA courtside? I just want to get like context for, is this too much or not?
You're not gonna make me do this.
Lizzo NBA courtside, please.
Yes, sir.
There was a picture that went around of Lizzo dressed in. It's that first one right there.
Yeah, no, I know. I saw it. I just had to take
Open
a
it
second. I
up.
had to take a second.
And I'm just wondering, is this?
Just want to get the.
See, that doesn't look like it was bad for her body though. Like it's all,
hold on.
everything's being held up right. If it was sagging and then her ass looked like this at the bottom, like chum, 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 chum,
Oh, so
chum.
it's not about the reveal. It's more about the containment of the skin.
How are you rocking
parts.
this? You know, if you
You're into the entire back of the shirt being ripped out to show the thong, and
I'm not into
Cheeks.
it, but
Okay.
she didn't. If somebody with her body type was going to do this look, she did that look right. There was a way to do this look wrong,
okay.
but she did it to the best of its ability.
What would have been wrong? just
Maybe
curious.
not wearing the tights and kind of letting like outside of the hole, maybe the ass would go out and then plop over and then out,
Okay.
and then maybe like sway a little on the
Okay.
outside. But you know, the craziest thing happened to me. I don't know why, but I feel like there's so many people on tour this year, especially like in this next couple of months. And I had already missed Nicki Minaj, and I was not under any circumstance gonna miss Megan Thee Stallion. It just was not an option. So, and in Baltimore, like it's not even have to go to DC. Like it's in Baltimore. Like, okay. And so
What day was it on?
the same day, Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yep. And okay.
He's like, I missed an opportunity to.
You missed two
check out some of the hot
opportunities.
girls.
I'm always riding my bike around downtown, and just like if I knew a bunch of like hot girls were gonna be out on a Tuesday, like I would have made plans. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot my little cowboy hat, all of it.
Could you handle that?
Well, that's why I was asking, like, how do you approach them? It's not like I was trying to like hit on them. I'm just like, what is the hot girl mentality? That's really what I want to get into.
You could just be like, I got some money, who wants to spend it?
So it's about
So he's supposed to be like a sugar daddy.
No, but like
it's about hurting his
provider
pockets.
mentality.
Like what does the hot girl crave? Like what is
Yeah.
like if Riley's fishing, like what is the bait to put on the hook?
I think Saweetie said it best. Rich, 8-figure. That's my type.
Riley, do we have
That's
8
my
figures
type.
to work with maybe?
8-inch.
401k?
If you
8-inch.
yeah.
That's good pipe.
Wait, hold on.
No,
8
yeah, in Myanmar, like the currency exchange, like I was a millionaire.
Okay, so if he says I can take you to Myanmar,
Exactly.
where we're 8 figures, now what do we do about the 8-inch?
Ignorant bitches could actually fall for that.
Yeah. Because
Like
you just show them a
I
stat.
would. I don't know what Myanmar is.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm like, oh, you're a millionaire over there. Oh, he got property.
You just be like,
yeah.
Yo, from Myanmar.
You say, yo, it's,
Okay, he's a millionaire over there, girl. Let's go over there. What is
Me
he?
and
Yeah.
Myanmar.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, Myanmar.
Yeah, it's
I can see
basically Thailand.
Myanmar.
You know.
I just feel like me and a hot girl, like I think it could work.
It could work.
Yeah.
I see it.
Thank you.
Like I've seen like really kind of like strong bad bitches
There we
with the nerdy kind of like I mean take a look, youtube.com/strange flavors. Here we go.
It's a good mix.
It's a good mix.
It's a good mix. I like it.
He's like, oh honey, you're really throwing it back.
Yeah.
Like I make breakfast sometimes. I feel like that would be good for a hot girl because you gotta have like if you're doing all that twerking, you need to start with like a healthy meal, right?
Pancakes for the cakes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
and there's a couple of Cardi B. We can reference her. She needs cheese for her eggs. You can provide the cheese.
Ooh.
You can provide the syrup too.
Yeah.
Per.
You feel
And-
me?
Yeah,
Honey,
exactly.
you need some syrup on those cakes?
Oh,
Like now you were talking about the 8 inches thing. See, that is the part that stresses me out because it's not about like a masculinity thing
Talk
or
about
whatever. It's more of a logistical thing. I think of it like logistics.
do you
Yeah.
clean?
What? Clean like
Do you clean?
my
No. Do you clean? Do you clean about?
oh like
Do you clean your apartment?
oh okay.
Why'd you think I was talking
You're
about
giving
your
the young man a
pubic
heart
hair?
attack.
That's not
We already saw the cover.
Yeah, I clean.
By the way, that was clean.
That was okay.
That's called trimming the hedges.
Because Cardi B says, "I don't cook,
I don't clean.
All right,
But let me tell you, I got this ring. Ah.
Oh,
made
so
it.
the hot girls don't clean.
Or cook.
They just eat and
No, they just bring
spend?
the cake.
So is it really just about being so hot that you just do that?
But they're independent and they also do their shit anyways. So let me tell you something. I was like, I'm gonna go to this concert. So you know how I found somebody to go to the concert with me? I went to Megan Thee Stallion's page and I looked at which one of my friends also follow Megan Thee Stallion.
That's a really great technique.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, who do I vibe with the most out of this list? And this one girl that I know, she's really cool and she was down. I was like, perfect. This would be the perfect concert mate. A week before, she ends up telling me, hey, I can't make it anymore. I have to go to Europe. I was like, shit.
Doesn't sound like Myanmar to me.
It's not giving Myanmar. And so
How do you just like have a trip to Europe booked like
Oops.
in this inconvenient? All right, go ahead.
yeah, apparently her dad was paying for part of the trip and there was a family
is.
trip all of a sudden.
There it
all of a
is.
sudden, cool.
Hot girl.
Hot girl shit.
So I go back to my handy dandy follow list.
Okay.
Okay. And it failed me a little bit because I was like, I don't know if I want to go with any of these girls. I had asked my main crew. They were like, we don't care to do that. If I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to Diljit. And I was like, that's why you're not a hot girl. Stay away.
I would have gone.
I know. Had you not gone to this concert, I would have made you come with me. Like you were on the top of that list, but
I had fun at this as a concert.
I know.
And it was hot girls there, but it was like actually good music. And this was like gonna be not as good.
I even posted on my close friend
but it
story.
would have been fun.
And I was like, somebody please come to this concert with me
Yeah.
who I can approve. Otherwise I have to drag Frost by his ear. I posted that.
Wait.
On my
So I'm not on your close friends.
No, you're not. Cuz sometimes I it's kind of a girls' party over there.
Do you have 2 close friends?
No?
Or you only have 1 close friend?
I only have one close friend.
And it's a girls' party.
It's a girls and guys party, but it depends on the vibe. So most of the time it's a girl party.
Chat. We have a
Chat?
situation here that
Okay.
we're not going to just glance over.
What do you want to talk about?
You have a close friends. And I'm not a close friend.
No, you're like my best friend.
They don't have one for that yet.
Something is not
Yeah.
adding up.
Okay.
Not great at math.
Yeah.
This math I could do.
I just
I
feel
put
like,
in a formula into Excel and it's saying error.
Yeah. Okay, so
And I'm good in the sheets. Freak in the sheets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you add that last part?
It's Excel sheets.
Heard. So
What?
I was
Calm
confused.
down.
I had to ask for clarification for
Keep
that
it
exact
halal.
reason. That's what I'm
Or
trying.
I will cast a spell on you
Oh no.
and I will get you married
To who?
to somebody who does not respect hot girls.
Oh. Don't do that.
I was a bit low.
Wait, but who did you bring?
Well, first I think we need to solve this problem here. I feel like there's a explanation I need to provide you. I can just recognize that there's certain things that I would post on there that you would be maybe not a fan of.
Let's give an example.
I'll tell a story time and it's kind of crazy and chaotic.
Skip.
Yeah. And
Can do
I don't want to subject you to being like, Amber, sometimes I think I become too much for you. And I recognize that.
You're
right?
not sending it to me.
Right.
You're just posting it. Can I tell you something honestly? If it looks like it's going to be like a 2-minute long story time, it's probably getting skipped.
Okay, fair. But then why would I subject you to that if you are already telling me in this moment right now that you would skip it?
No, I'm just curious why there's not the option.
So do you want the option to skip it?
I didn't want the option. I wanted the explanation. I think I believe I have an explanation now.
Is that you would be skipping it anyway? It's not your cup of tea.
You don't know my cup of tea.
Okay. You have a point.
All right.
Okay. Cool. We're moving on.
I'm gonna have to think about this.
Okay.
You know how earlier I said like certain people get muted.
Yeah.
Some people kind of get like blocked.
Would you mute or block me? I would never mute or block you.
It's something to consider.
Well, don't.
Well, maybe you don't want me to know certain things
I don't mind you
that
knowing
other people are being exposed to.
Okay.
So maybe I
Don't want me to
will
know?
return the favor
Oh.
and not allow you to be in my stories.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't agree with this because I tell you everything.
I
don't hold back with you.
have 3 words for you that describes what I just did.
Okay.
4 words.
Okay.
Not good at math.
I thought you were good at Excel sheets. That's math equations.
They're being done for me.
You're not a freak in the
4
sheets.
words.
Okay.
What I just did.
Yeah, you said not good at math.
Real hot girl shit.
Okay. Yeah.
That's some real hot girl shit I just did.
Oh, explain.
Because that's what a hot girl would do. You would know.
Okay. Well, so anyways, what ended up happening is I found it was kind of hard to move past. Let's just all shake it out.
I tried to get you through
Can
that.
we
but
little like
Yeah,
I don't think we have that.
Yeah,
we don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Next week.
That was just a weird like side fact that you dropped for no reason.
So sorry. Maybe I'm not good at filtering. Okay. See, that's how open I am with you. Anyways.
The gaslighting is crazy.
Okay. Leave your comment down below if you think I should put Frost on my close friends.
Look at that attention. and I say this with like the Arabic attention whore.
Right.
You are.
Okay. So anyways, I ended up looking through my Megan Thee Stallion list of followers to see who else I could bring. It failed me. I was like, you know what? Glorilla's opening. Let me go to Glorilla's list.
Smart.
Okay.
Who's a Glorilla fan?
You know what the craziest observation that I had? All of my mutuals that followed Glorilla were men.
Nice.
And I personally, and I had this theory a little while back, but Glorilla has more of a deeper voice. Glorilla.
You
Right.
think that's why?
And I know that's why, because every time a guy talks about Glorilla, they're always obsessed with her voice. And I'm like, if you just want a female rapper to be a man, just say that.
We miss Pop Smoke.
Oh,
That's a good point.
that was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the followers that I had, minus maybe one of the 20, were men. And those men did not follow Megan Thee Stallion.
So if you took your artist career seriously, like you would have a lot of male fans.
Yeah, but you'd have to ghostwrite for me.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We can continue that.
I mean, we have a summer. Shamir's gone. What do we have to do?
Well, I figured out the AI algorithm.
Oh.
And now, instead of making reference tracks for you, I'll just put your voice on the reference tracks.
Or we could try.
Okay. Yeah, literally when we edit Amber's vocals,
Whoa. Relax.
they are on the deeper end. What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know. I thought you were just going to expose me entirely.
I don't recall that.
They are.
Okay.
Apparently.
I'll check
Apparently my
again.
voice is lower than Frost and Shamir's.
I think it's how they rap or how they you can either because you can raise it up like or you can like deepen it. I think it's your cadence and stuff.
Brandon, Frost's friend. He looked at one of our songs.
Oh yeah.
And he looked at where the base of my voice was. And he said it was lower than Frost and Shamir's. And it made a lot of sense because if I'm ever going to sing, it can't ever be high pitched.
Yeah.
That shit got to be low.
Let's hear it.
Give me a song.
Just do a Megan Thee Stallion song
Or like
It
a,
has to be a song. I can't
or
be
a
rapping.
Glorilla.
maybe a SZA song because she sings higher pitch.
Okay, so a high pitch would be like, "How can I lose when I'm with you?" That sounds terrible. How can I lose when I'm with you?
Not it sounding worse.
It's not worse. It's probably better, right, Riley?
I would say marginally better. Yeah.
I'm not saying I know how to sing. Period. However, if I was gonna sing, that shit got to be low.
It's more comfortable. She said, that's right.
I ended up finding
Real
a
hot girl shit.
real hot.
Okay, what do you think about
Megan's voice is a little deep too.
then what about young is it young MA, young Ma, whatever she's
Yeah.
called?
Oh, guys love young women
right.
more than girls love
but
young
honestly,
women.
like yeah,
But
you're
you
right.
really
Like,
think it's
yeah,
a deep voice thing?
Yeah.
I think it's the voice thing.
I haven't heard enough Glorilla, but I just when somebody can like genuinely like rap and they sound good. I mean, all of them can, but it's just like some sound just better to listen to. Like Bia is not low.
Bia, she's not that high.
No, she's not. But
Yeah.
Nikki sometimes sings.
She
but
does.
But she also does she's like you, and then she'll be like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's an interesting observation.
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Take it into consideration.
Yeah.
Run it back.
What about like the city girls and stuff like that? Like I feel like they don't have a
They don't have a high voice. They talk. They just talk.
I mean like I'm just thinking in my head like now that you made that point, thinking about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the contrast sounds really good, especially when it's a girl singing,
Right.
And it's high pitched. That always sounds good with like a really kind of deep, drowned out instrumental. Anyways,
yeah, I ended up finding a friend. It was really fun and real hot girl shit.
Happy for
Okay,
you.
can we? What's your favorite Megan Thee Stallion song?
Him or me?
No, you. 'Cause you
Oh,
went to the concert.
I would say either Hot Girl. Oh, Girls in the Hood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
Girls
that-
in the Hood or Megan Monday Freestyle.
Did she do that on the Boys in the Hood sample?
Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't heard it. I've heard her freestyles that she'll do like either on Double XL or like those Genius ones, and she goes off on those. I actually
Yeah.
like her rap ability. I don't like her songs that much.
You just need to be put on.
Okay.
I think it's that's why I asked you, because I feel like with her, it's very much an energy thing. I think she totally has the ability too. And the energy, and this isn't like a diss. I just feel like that's why I ask people, like, I really want to know, like, the Megan Thee Stallion song that she brings, like, the bars. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I haven't listened to her.
She's
in a while.
got 'em. That's the thing I'm
maybe on the
saying, she's got 'em.
Patreon.
Okay, yeah.
Did you want to finish up with the story time question or whatever? And then we'll
Yeah.
got some stuff on the Patreon. So this will be the last thing, and we'll join us on the Patreon after that.
Yeah. Okay. So I have been like, huh? We're
No,
good?
go ahead.
I have been like, I was like chatty with this boy. I was like talky to him, trying to see how things go. And I think guys in the past that I have talked to when this topic comes up, I don't really take their opinion as valid because I don't respect their opinion. As
Real
a
hot
whole.
girl shit.
Real hot girl shit. But in this scenario, I respect this man's opinion, and it's got me rethinking it entirely.
He's the one right there.
Oh my gosh.
A man whose opinion you respect.
That's crazy. I don't know how long it's, And so anyways. Myanmar. Okay. So the topic is, and this has come up before, is when guys express discomfort around girls keeping pictures with or of their ex in their camera roll. I have been of the type where I could take a screenshot, that shit is staying in my camera roll for years to come. I don't delete anything. And I have probably like 130,000 pictures on the phone, which is, I've never met somebody else who has that many pictures on their phone. That's not a flex, but if somebody was like, hey, Amber, remember when we went to dinner that one time in 9th grade and that person was wearing this? Can you give me
Google
that
Photos.
picture? No, it's in my Apple.
1980. Oh, okay.
I can scroll right there. I know exactly, just as long as I have a date or month, I can pull that up and have it to you within a few minutes. Don't have to go on a USB. I don't have to go on a hard drive. I have that shit accessible right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call up Tim Cook. Timmy, where's
Give
that
me this
photo
one.
at?
Give me
Got
the
it right
goods.
here, Amber. I was just looking at it.
You know?
We see all your stuff.
So, with that being said, I've never been the type to delete pictures, period. So, when I've talked to guys in the past and they've brought up their discomfort surrounding their girl or future wife having pictures with or of their ex in their phone still, they have expressed extreme discomfort. And I invalidated that because I felt like my reason was not an emotional attachment to that person in a current time, but a good memory in a previous time. You know, in movies where moms have like a memory box in their closet and there's like a photo album from high school and she has
Yeah.
like a picture with her ex-boyfriend at like a football game. That's my football game with my ex. It's like, okay, cool. Like I have pictures, whatever. I'm not going and like reminiscing on them, but they're there.
It's like when in Get Out, like he finds her lockbox with all the previous black guys who are athletic that she's dated and taken advantage of. And then now it's him. Right?
Context.
For us.
Is that not what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, okay. I
That's good.
was just asking.
Yeah, no, not that. It's more like when, they go through and they're like, oh, this was mommy in high school with this boy, blah, blah, right? And I'm like, if I delete them, it's not like we have hard copies of things. It's like if I delete the digital version of it, it's like I will never have access to that again.
And why do you want access to it?
More so for that like memory box, not because
And what are the memories associated with
But I mean, why don't you just go to CVS, print out the photos, put them in a box, and then delete the photos?
Well, I think that would be worse to them because now I'm going to CVS to
Okay.
print out pictures.
Another one. You know the hidden folder?
Yeah, is that fucked up?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, look, it's okay. First of all, do you understand the sentiment?
So
At
that's
all?
what I'm saying is recently I'm talking to a guy that I actually respect insane. And so now he's telling me he had asked me, he's like, hey, like, I have a question. Like, do you have pictures
Of your exes?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, you didn't like delete them yet? And I was like, no, why would I do that? And he was like, I just think that like, you know, you can do whatever you want right now because we're not like in an official relationship. He's like, but I can't really imagine being in a situation where my like wife has pictures from the past. And I was like, hey, just to be clear, if my husband asked me to remove these pictures, they'd be gone in a second. However, I still want you to understand why I've had them. And I think it's different than what you're feeling. So he did some Redditing and came to realize girls' background and stories as to why they keep them. It said like 60% of girls keep them not due to like a current feeling, but like memories.
It's like the WebMD for health. Reddit is like, you know, you're not going to go to like a priest or an imam, go to Reddit. Mm-hmm. That's where the morals and statistics lie in any kind of group that you could find.
Yeah. And he's like so amazing where he actually understood.
You know, Reddit is good for like the uncomfortable questions.
Yeah. I could see that. But I wanted to ask, like, you guys are boys, talk about it.
Oh.
Okay, so you said you understand. Like if the guy had pictures of his exes,
I would be okay with it.
even if it's like really
No sex tapes allowed.
romantic. Well, they're like
Okay.
kissing. They're like all over each other.
Yeah,
What about
I
that?
mean, if
That's
they
okay?
were if they were in your camera roll and you're not like actively looking at them, like I catch you one day and you're staring at it like lovingly, then yeah, that's a problem because
Or
that's
it's like-
that's an emotional attachment.
Yeah, let's say like you have one of those widgets on your phone that's like it. You know how it brings up like
Mm-hmm.
memories, and that comes up, and then you're just kind of like, oh,
I'd be like, that's a silly goose right there. It's a little silly goose.
the guy's
moment.
a silly goose, or she's a silly goose.
The app, the silly goose.
Oh, okay,
moment
like
from
oh,
the-
it suggested this, ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha. And he's like, yeah,
yeah,
good times.
like a little silly goose moment. But that's what I'm saying is maybe the difference is guys actually feel something. Like sometimes mine pops up and I'm
You
like,
feel
yeah.
nothing,
I'm like, oh, interesting. Moving on.
but you don't ever like when pictures come up.
Mm-hmm.
It could be your niece, it could be your parents, it could be your 35th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and you know you feel a way. No.
I guess I'm not like that emotionally invested into the like widget picture. I'm like, oh, nice. Moving on.
Okay. A suggestion,
Yeah.
because I think it depends on the other person. They're allowed to feel how they want. They could have
Yeah.
experiences, whatever. Is that, like he's saying, instead of like going and printing one out, whatever, you could have those pictures, which somebody could feel a way about, in a private folder somewhere, whether it be on your phone, whether it be like on your computer. People have things like this where it's just like a private folder where, for whatever reason, if you want to go back to it and just reference it or whatever the case, for memories, you might not feel something. I think only you know your intention. Your partner, even when you're married, I feel like you don't have to. There are certain things that can remain private to you.
Right. So when I get questioned, like, hey, did you delete the pictures of you and your ex? And I have a private album, is it unethical
When you get asked,
to then say,
Oh.
I have a private album? Or, okay, is it unethical to say, no, I don't have them if they're no longer in my camera roll?
so I feel like you could say it in
it's
a way.
moral issue.
One, you could say it this way, where you're just like, there's certain things that are private, because you don't have to disclose. Like even on a religious level, you don't have to disclose your sins, for example. So there's other things that you don't have to disclose, right? In this case, it could be something like, there are certain things that I keep private. It doesn't only have to be pictures of your ex. It could be like a like how you were talking about that box of memories or whatever. It could be journals. It could, because like, you know, there's plenty of journals that people would not want to share. There's plenty of, there's like hijabis, for example, that are like, I have all of my pictures pre-hijab that I want to keep with like in a certain thing. And even, you know, they might have dressed a certain way, whatever. Maybe they don't feel comfortable sharing that even with their husband in the future. And so that like, it's a different kind of like life that you know yourself and you know what you were feeling and going through and the reason that you're keeping it or not keeping it. So I feel like if you explain it in that way, that there's certain things that I keep private, that is one of the things, then I guess you have to see how they react. But I feel like that wouldn't and shouldn't be a problem if it's among a collection of things that you keep private.
I understand what you're saying. I think that like in a previous talking situationship that I had, this was the flag that made me be like, oh, this is not going to work out, because he was very adamant, like you keeping those pictures means that you wish you still had it. And I was like, that is wrong. And I don't like how you're like putting that energy onto me. And so I thought, moving forward, if somebody's going to have this type of thinking, this is not my type of person. However, I find myself in a situation where I'm like, wait. This person comes from a pretty balanced place and they are also holding the same opinion. So maybe I'm wrong to some extent here. Maybe they have some validity, because like there is something maybe wrong with this, or something that internally they will not be settled with within our relationship if I was to keep it. But like as guys, if you had a girlfriend or you're getting married to somebody and you know that she just has pictures in her camera roll, are you going to feel some type of way?
No, I mean, it doesn't. The pictures or no pictures is not really the issue. It's like, what would annoy me is, I know some girls, they're trying to bring it up to get a reaction out of you. That would piss me off. But if it was just like you had the photos and you were just like matter of fact about it, I'd be like, whatever. But if you were like, oh, look, I'm looking at a photo with me and my ex, look at, like, and you're doing it a lot, like not in a natural way, like
look how pretty I look here, and it's like them kissing.
Because I don't like being tested like that. I feel like that's annoying. But if it's just like the photos are there, I
think like you can avoid this. For most people, I would say it would probably be, even if you came across something like that, it would make you slightly uncomfortable. Like if you're with a girl and she's going through her camera roll and then you kind of see like a collection of pictures like that, maybe you'd be like, oh, like I'm not supposed to see this, or like maybe I don't want to comment because, you know, that's not for me to comment on or whatever. But the more intimate you get with someone, the more kind of like family you become, and the more you want to share things. And if you want to share things, then it's really important to allow the person to feel comfortable in the things that you share and not feel like, oh, I'm not supposed to go here, I'm not supposed to go there.
Yeah.
Like if, for example, you are now living in the same house, like you're married or whatever, and prior to this, there was rooms that you were not allowed to go in, but now you're living in the house.
Yeah.
Those rooms can't really exist anymore. Whereas if it's like your office and there's certain lockers or whatever else that you have, like things that mean a lot to you that you just don't want people to be touching or whatever, like it's almost like a jewelry box or a safe. And they know that it exists. They know what's in there, but it's not like they're going to have to run into it.
Yeah,
it's not
like they're not going
stuff.
to get the keys out the drawer and it's in their face.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a place where, like, it's something where she has to go and like get the keys to go to her lockbox and like open it.
Because there's some people
in there
that are like in a relationship that are like, oh, like my partner doesn't go through my phone, I don't go through theirs. For me personally, like I don't feel that way. I don't relate to that. I feel like if you're with somebody and you're wanting to commit with them, then like what's mine is yours type of thing. And there shouldn't be anything to hide. It's not like I'm going to be like Riley was saying, not checking, not like trying to be like, oh, let me see.
But I
like,
want to feel comfortable with like handing my phone to my boyfriend
it's
or
like,
husband.
hey, can you send my sister a text?
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. I'm not in your phone. Like, for example, when my brother has something in his phone that he wants me to like look at or whatever, like I'm comfortable just going through it and being like, okay, let me find the thing. I can open whatever app and like get the thing that you want done. I'm not going to feel like, oh my God, like what if I open this and what if I open that? So in the same sense, like you just want to make sure that whether there's a hidden album or whatever else, like it's not in the way where you clearly run into it and you're like, oh, whoops. Like, that feels uncomfortable. Because for most people, I would say like it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like it is something that's a human reaction to be like, whoa, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here.
I get that. That makes sense. Okay, girls, get your hidden albums ready.
Hot girl summer.
After you just did the toxic hot girl bit, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna then in like a couple years we're gonna have like the TikTok trend where it's like, let's go through my private album together.
Jeez.
And then it's not private. Yeah.
Like a PowerPoint where it's like things that are in my private album.
You're laughing like that probably is a thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's all just reactions to the girls.
Let us know. And on the Patreon, we'll actually be going through Amber's hidden album. So join us there. It's going to get hot and spicy. But no, we appreciate everybody for listening to another episode of Strange Flavors. It's been another week.
Another flavor. A little less.
You got it.
A little less stranger.
We'll talk to you next time.